Play Ghost Trick, the game that makes me laugh, she said. The game that makes me scream, she said. I think it's the other way around. It's scream then laugh. I can never get it right. I don't listen to The Cure enough. Or like the Olsen twins. I have a cover of it. Let's announce that I'm live. Oh shit, I gotta change the stream title. Fuck. It's Prosecutor's Gambit. Investigations to Prosecutor's Gambit. What's a good like ghost pun for prosecutors? Prosecute. There's not a good one. Damn it, there's not a good one. Prosecutor's Gambit. Streaming ghost trick. I could have been way more prepared for this, but here's the good news. I don't need to do a warm-up. I can just get right into the game today. But the bad news is that I did not draft these tweets. Show me where I find that GIF. I can't find the GIF I'm looking for. Well, she kind of looks like she's at the computer. Yeah, okay. I still can't think of a prosecutor's Gambit pun. What are some? I've used prosecutor, I've used ghost, not prosecutor. I've used ghost, I've used ghoul, I've used spirit. I'm going to look up ghost synonyms. 175. Apparition, spirit, a phantom, haunt, poltergeist's Gambit. Poltergeist's vampire. That's not good. That's not as good. I think that's probably good enough. Poltergeist's Gambit, I think, is pretty funny. It's not exactly a pun, but it's a at least para prosdokion. Let's go. Let's get into the game. Let's play the game. It's time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the ghosts. If you can, trick it. Oh, volume's a little high for me. Also, it is hot as hell. I do have a fan on. I think I did do a little test to make sure that it wasn't too audible, but it might be a little audible. One thing I didn't know is how audible my typing was. I like it, personally. I've always liked streams where you can hear their keyboard. Provided they're not, like, typing full sentences on stream. M. Let's game. Chapter 15, 2:55 a.m. 10 years ago, a man named Rick took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Rick met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. It's actually much less compelling when you substitute the name that is written in the game with Rick, which is generally, I would say, a much more common name than Sissel. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Oh, shit. I know that guy. I see myself. Triplets, or Ricklets, as my mom used to say. His name is Sith. Come on. Come on. You mean all this time I could have been doing Chancellor Palpatine voice for him? And it would have had the most incredible payoff of all time? There you are, Commander Sith. I mean, maybe I should give him a slight... Wait, hold on. Is Blue Man saying Commander Sith? I don't think so. We'll see. I mean, I'm gonna have to advance the text. But I'm gonna give him Rick's voice, but like a little cooler. A little more grim. Sorry, I'm also thirsty because it's so hot. So I'm gonna be drinking. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Commander Gromus. Yeah, okay, his name is Commander Sith. No. Rick, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. He's gonna have Palpatine voice now, that's for sure. Even though his name is Wallace. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. By transponder. We'll arrive at I'm trying to make it more Star Wars. He's blue because he's a Force ghost. Of course. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Rick. We'll be watching your career with great interest. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. At 3 a.m. Yes, we are nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. I don't have a very good Vader. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Darth Gromus. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. I, of course, no James Earl Jones. Yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Execute Order 66. Fruit. I love grapes. Yum, yum, yum. I especially love when they regrow right before my eyes. They're on the fucking Death Star. Oh, fuck. What's that other room? Have I seen that before? Well. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. But you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. We have the opposite color scheme. So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? How did I know that there was a submarine? I'm just in the phone. I don't get to see the house that that's on the other side of the phone line. If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Alright. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? I guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Why was that text blue? Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. I remember that. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. And here I was suspicious of him. What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. This really fucking hurts, but I can't even feel pain in my hand. I'm like Darth Vader. I've got a robot hand. Detective Zhao, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl, was right there where I was running. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat had never been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally, you, Inspector Cabanela. Moi? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. And my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Zhao. I Bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Whoa. Oh, folded him like a fucking pancake. Ye gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everyone who knew about Temsic. And that's where I come in. Revenge? That's what I'm up to. None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me. No, not quite, but I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Rick guy. All along, I haven't been Rick. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. Show me how you do that, Rick. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Very shrimp-interesting. Very shrimp-interesting. Well, that's a good boy. Blah, blah, blah. Hostage is handy. So are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right. I'd better be careful, but I also kind of want to see what he means by sticky. Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. It's called aura. You smell like pure unfettered ass. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead, or does he just stink? Well, what am I supposed to really do? There's not too much I can do. Vis-a-vis... Bones! Revenge! Oh, I should have probably been on that pot. I should have been on Mrs. Pot. Master Pot, the baker's son. That is maybe the deepest cut reference I've made on this channel ever. Pause. I want to see if I can even find... Oh, there he is. Wait, is it? Is that it? I think I'm confusing them, but this is basically it. Hold on. Browser capture. This thing here. Now get this fucking AI search out of here. Get it out of here. Reject my cookies. Whatever. I don't care about any of this shit. I just want to see. Wow. So I got the name wrong. It's the painter. It's the painter's son. Master Potts is the painter's son. Anyway, this is a collection of lithographs, I guess. Card game called Cheery Families that my father had and would sometimes refer to. Published by Thomas de la Rue, late 19th century. So this is maybe my first 18th or my first 19th century. I think it's the painter's son. The baker was a different one. Master Potts, the painter's son. I got it. Okay. It took me a second. But look at these fuckers. Look at these fuckers. My dad would sometimes, oh, that's not, I guess. Master Dip, the dyer's son. Some of these I don't remember. I specifically remembered Master Potts, the painter's son, except I misremembered it as the baker's son. Where's the sons? Anyway, my dad would just name drop these sometimes. I can't even find Master Potts. He wasn't on this list, was he? He's very funny. There's Mrs. Potts, the painter's wife. Oh, there he is. He's on the cover. He's licking a paintbrush. Can I open this link in new tab? This is not the color version, but that is, I believe, the illustration of Master Potts, the painter's son. Are they still available? They're out of stock. The drawings are from 1851. Wow. There he is. You can just barely see him in the corner there. There he is. I'm embarrassed that I got it wrong. I'm embarrassed that I said baker's son at first, because of course he's licking the paintbrush. Thank you for enduring this little. I just had to find evidence that this was real and not just a product of my imagination, you know. I'm glad there are a couple freaks out there who are leaving. This is a museum of New Zealand. This belongs in a museum. When Bridget came to live in New Zealand in 1957, she brought among her most prized possessions this set of Happy Families cards with the designs by John Tenniel from Punch magazine and illustrator of Alice in Wonderland. Wow. Amazing. Definitely the deepest cut reference I've made in a long time. I've never even seen those cards physically. I just know about them from family lore. You know, if I have kids someday, I'm telling them about Master Potts, the painter's son. That was a real shocker, baby. I missed the bus, I know. Didn't he feel that? He grilled his own fist to crispy perfection. I think he may be a corpse. It's just not natural, is it? It's kind of hard to move around here. He has the same kind of powers as you do, after all. If you do anything too obvious, he'll notice you. Under these circumstances, I don't know if there's a way to save you. Ouch, don't admit that right in front of me, baby. I want to see what happens if he does notice me. Uh-oh. What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. I also can hear your blue text. I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face. You might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it! Yeah, and this just, everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Yeah, okay. So if I do anything to get noticed, it just initiates... Well, wait! Don't shoot! Too late. Yeah. That's kind of cool. The turn and face the camera, obvious, very, very auraful. This other me knows the powers of the dead well. I see you know your powers of the dead well. Hands off my pistol! Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby." Well, I've done it 1,000,000 times in this game and nobody ever notices. Looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances, but I have an idea. I want to try. Mr. Argitakos. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that, but I can use my powers behind him. So all I need to do is I need to go onto the fucking pot and then slide up behind, and then when he gets wheeled back on his fucking thing... Maybe I could close the spout kettle lid, but I don't think there's any use in that. There's got to be something over here. Because if I move the wheel out of the way... The other thing I was thinking of... This is just a thought. If this doesn't work... You know how I can't possess something that's already being possessed? Like, I can't go to a core... He needs the lamp to knock the pistol out of Cabanilla's hands. So maybe if I go inside the lamp, it'll block him. But I wouldn't count on it. Uh-oh. Look at this place. What is this place? They blew the whole fucking thing up. The crime scene. The fake crime scene. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. It's getting kind of hazy. Mr. Cabanella, you gotta stop rapping about Patrick Swayze. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. We're gonna chain? What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? I thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Oh, it's the bird. Uh-oh. Yoda's dead. Hey, come to think of it. Where's that old pigeon guy? I don't know if I have Master Yoda in me today. There he is. Toolbox, measuring device. This is some kind of device. Some sort of contraption. Or maybe a doohickey. Very astute observation. Sorry, my memory isn't working. Yeah, mine isn't working too well right now either. I do remember seeing somebody use this equipment though. Well, it doesn't do shit. So I'm just gonna open the toolbox, and it stretches over. Oh, and it falls. That's beautiful. Balance toy doesn't do shit. This would be really funny if I opened the door. Too heavy, I can't budge it. Not surprising with that amount of rubble on top of it. There appears to be a death buried under that rubble. Please help that person. Help Help me, Master Yoda. You're my only hope. Excuse me. Are you awake?
Of course. Sleep during work hours. I never do.
That's not...
During work hours, I never sleep.
Professor, do you recognize me?
There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of.
Yeah, I do not have it in me today. I'll do my best, but it just won't be good. He hasn't lost his memory.
The type who likes losing things. I am not. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place.
Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend. He still hasn't gotten his memory back.
Pitiful.
I can't do it. I'm so sorry. It's never that good. I used to be able to, when my voice was not quite as deep as it is now. I was really good at it. I just can't get that timbre anymore. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela, but if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous.
Don't be daft. Leave now. I cannot. Completely dead he is. But just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. With my Lego. With my big yellow Lego. The source of his powers, this is. Remove it. I must.
He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit.
Ridiculous. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha. So you figured it all out, huh? I kind of think it's Ray. But I don't want to commit to doing the Ray voice before I, So you figured it all out, huh? Bum, bum, bum. It's the Undertaker.
You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanela.
So it's really true. I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. And I will not rest in peace. Alright, that's enough of that. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence. You know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jowd did. And Dowd in the outsider in the Knife of Dunwall DLC of Dishonored. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time. I'm afraid you must die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you.
Oh, yeah?
Can't do it.
So why don't you let me live, then?
I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room.
Uh-oh.
This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. And it'll set off the dynamite. Professor, look out!
Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there?
He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. Okay, I guess my theory was wrong about him controlling Lynn to shoot Rick. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? Not really. Like, I saw him one time, and he didn't leave a very big impression other than that he had blue skin. He was a complete and utter imposter. Yeah, well, he was blue. He said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab. Back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. But he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. And look at Ray just sitting there. But I wasn't gonna let that happen, baby.
Saw through their plan, you did.
I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I tracked him down and sucked him off. I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were the powers of the dead.
Anyway, much time there is not. Leaving the country before dawn, he is.
And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, I kind of think Rick was just lying. How could a spirit from 10 years ago still be there? Or here, for that matter? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back. Even further back into the past, Samurai Jack. Met quota. This place is dangerous. Alright, man, jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say.
Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way.
Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for... Excuse me, I burped. For you to say.
And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye.
Well then, what do you propose, Prof? Pray tell.
Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing.
Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh, what's with all these people? Well, there is a trap fucking door right under his feet. Anywho, jump in there and do something. Yeah, I mean, I could just open this, except my only hesitation is... Holy shit, the fucking girl rat. I don't think I can get there from here. They're doing their shit. I thought Professor slowly walked forward so that he wouldn't be on the door anymore. But let's just try it. I'm not smart enough to get these in one go anyway. Oh, maybe he was walking forward after jumping back, so maybe he is on this. Yep. I remember this scene. I watched it just a couple minutes ago. Now he's gonna take a step forward with his fucking Lego. He's erasing the contraption. I need it to be without him noticing. As you perhaps already noticed, time is running out, baby! Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost trick on in here, except for the trapdoor, which is really obvious.
All over it looks like it is.
Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Rick. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me. I'm in the trash can that the rats are digging in. Before I'm carried away by the rats. What's with the frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere.
A friend of yours?
Yep. Little guy. Wait, no, that's fucking... Is it Missile? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that it's surprising.
Well, asking you to find him, he is.
Before he's carried away, no less. I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? I mean, I can look for like 1 second. Oh, yeah, it's Missile's Leaf. I thought it was Ray. I thought I was setting up Ray. I thought Ray was in the trash can. I was so sure. Until he said he's a little guy. Rick, here I am. Wait, that's not the fucking voice. It's home. It's Homestar. Rick, here I am. Oh, hey, it's Mick. It's Mick. What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? I'm still in a leaf. Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here, let me come join you. Now I can use the ZL button. Whee! I was kind of hoping the rats would be involved somehow. Okay, here I am, Rick. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. It's 2-on-1. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. The flow of the sewer. Alright, CR. Is there anything I can swap with? The toolbox can maybe swap with the measuring device, but it's not close enough. The motor doesn't do shit. Just wait down here for now. Let me do the thing. Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that better right then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen. Then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, Mick. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. Alright. Like, right now? It's no use, I can't open it. Oh, fuck! Could the fact that the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it?
I may look small. Look small, I may. I am small, but I am mighty. I commit tax fraud in my nightie. I am pretty heavy set, I am.
Sounds so proud of that fact, too. This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor?
Yeah. That's why we're both dead.
A door that opens downward, eh? A downward-facing door. Well, fuck. Okay, well now I need to get a little bit more... A downward-facing door. Do I know anything like that? A downward-facing door. There's a fucking thing over there. I see it. Sure, let's talk. Do you remember how to use my powers? Yeah, you can swap things that have the same shape. Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from different angles, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. Yeah, okay, so I already kind of knew that. What here changes shape with various angles is what I'm not sure about. Lamp, ball, telephone, lamp, ball. Oh, rats. Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Rick, my animal instincts are starting to surface. If you meant you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can.
A bigger commotion than that, those things usually make.
A bigger commotion, eh? Wait, hold on. Don't take me out of here. Swap. Give the rats bigger stairs. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into.
Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion.
Making that trash can dance, they are.
Truth be told, I feel a little bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold back my wild instincts. What a dangerous bunch. Trick time. Okay, I understand. I see what's happening. The trash can lid is now swappable with the thing. What does that accomplish? Can the trash can swap with anything? No. Wait, hold on. The lid. The lid. Oh, wait. I get it. No, I don't want to swap. I want to go there. Now I can go there. And I just need to wait for this to fall over. Come on, man. Look out! Oh yes, perfect. Block, screen the eyesight so that he doesn't see. Thing is, when the Revel collapses, it would definitely have fallen down into the hole. Sorry, little pigeon. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. My dancing bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Squeak, squeak. Coo, coo. He's still dead.
I can't believe it. Actually pulled it off. You lot did.
Sorry, Inspector Cavanilla. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby.
Yeah, except unlike a normal magic trick, the one that managed to vanish without a trace, I am.
Okay, fate averted.
What's the matter? Like you'd rather be dead, you look. Not that you aren't.
I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me is giving the poor justice minister a real fright. On that... Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be being like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camila safe. Or he would be, if he was actually still full of life. Camila. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage.
A cruel twist of fate. Indeed, it is.
Wait just a minute. Camila is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camila, a hostage? Dude, we saw her getting kidnapped, dude. You blew away on a leaf. Right over the whole scene. What's a hostage? I saw that punchline coming. Anyway, Inspector Cavanella, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? But this time it's different, right, Rick? That's right. With us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the inspector in white and then we'll go rescue Camila, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. Okay, alright, let's get started. Inspector Cavanella's upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Rick, I'll go up first to wait for you. Oh yeah, he's fucking fast as hell.
Okay, lovey-dove. I need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it. So drop it, you must not. There is no try. Drop it or do not.
You've got grit, little pigeon. Pigeons are amazing. They do this kind of shit for fun. And in war. Pigeons, they used to send pigeons to war. I'd better get up there before the little pigeon's strength gives out. Mick is waiting for me. Better hurry. There you are, Rick. Sorry for the wait, Mick. 4 minutes from now, the inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff.
I'm still here, by the way. I'm very far away. Besides, make any sense, it does not. If stop him from firing, you do. Just kill you some other way, he will.
Wait a minute, that sounds familiar.
Yup. Same situation as mine. Ha 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 ha. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanela without him noticing.
Phew, it's even worse than last time. Anywho, jump in there and draw something. Okay, I'm ready to draw something, Rick. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap ZR. ZR. Homestar 1. Okay. Alright, we got some tools. We got some tools of the trade here. Such as the following. Book. Helmets. I can't fucking reach the thing. I just don't know. I guess I just don't understand the ladies. Oh, hello, Dello. Fucking A. I think currently there is nothing for me to swap. Nothing looks the same. And also currently there is nowhere for me to fucking go. Unless I move the hoist. It's stuck on something. It won't budge. Maybe the man in white put a curse on it.
Yeah, like a message. Do something to help me.
Oh, that's spooky. If I have a message for you, I'll tell you myself. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead. Stop messing with the battered old hoist and do something to help me. You heard it, Rick. Oh boy. Okay, it's not the hoist. But it's also not that thing. And there's not really anything that... Okay, now I can go in here. Now I can go in here. And that changes everything. Because by closing the spout lid, it's kind of the same shape as the phone. I don't think that is at all true. But I'll try. Yeah, it's got to be exact. It's always had to be pretty exact. And that's why I'm like, there's... obviously the two helmet things, the knit hat and the helmet, are swappable. And the paper could be swappable with something. Hi, Frey. Welcome in. Just got home. Late night. Late night out on the town. For Frey S. Fortunes. We're trying to stop Phantom Rick. could even say Ghost Rick. He was buying clothes for work. Aha, that's right. You start your new job. Good luck. I just had a job, an opening just passed across my desk that I'm going to try to apply for, so wish me luck. I have a couple weeks to apply, and then hopefully I find out soon. Oh, did you see that? That bad Rick turned around. Thank you for the good luck. I wish you luck too at your new business molecule venture. Do you have to call him that? 'Cause I'm a bad Rick. But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some Ghost Ricks. This is the only time he takes his eye off me, too.
If you have something to do, do it now.
Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. Alright. Check this out. Fuck. Fuck. Swivel. Roll the fucking helmet. He fucking noticed it anyway. Shit. Well. Big McThankies from McSpankies. I still think there's not really anything I can swap. The helmet just rolled further away from the thing I could swap it with. And there's still fuck all over here for me to swap. I don't think this looks like anything. What even is this? A book? Just a book? Maybe I'm supposed to knock the book over. What was that? It fucking wasn't shit. Don't even worry about it. I can't reach the book though. I bet tonight, yeah, quite a relief, etc. That's the kind of guy you are. I'm gonna shoot you with a gun. Okay. Not a lot of time here. Oh, but this is all just a cutscene? I was really hoping I'd be able to act during that. I'll try my idea of inhabiting the lamp so that he can't turn it, but I do quite doubt that that's the solution. I don't know, man. These objects do not look very similar to me. Yikes, I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all?
Time's almost up. Enough chit-chat, that is.
But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, stay in there. I don't fucking know. Like, this sort of kind of looks like a phone sometimes. But the phone's not even relevant. I just gotta be ready to maybe swap with the gun. Let's just see what the fuck happens. You can't do that. I was in there, motherfucker. This was another condition. Blah, 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 blah.
He's going to shoot. It's too late.
It's no use. It's no use. Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do. I don't see anything to swap the bullet with.
I guess you didn't make it in time.
I'm so sorry. Inspector, I guess I'll have to try again. Again? I'm going to get shot again? Okay, this could swap with the bullet. It's kind of bullet shaped. So, Rick, could you explain something to me? Exactly how the man in white died? He got shot with a gun. Gun, huh? I've always wondered about those things. How come people die when they hear that loud bang? Huh. Oh, why do they? I don't remember.
Oh, brother. I hope I never lose my memory. Mr. Whitecoat here died because he got shot with a bullet.
Bullet? Is that like a missile?
A little lump of metal. It proves fatal when it gets lodged in his head.
Oh, I get it. It's like a little tiny Mino, right? Yeah, something like that, I guess. Different shape, though. In that case, I ought to be able to use my powers on it to save the man in white.
Hey, good news, eh, Whitecoat?
Can't anybody here just call me Cabanela? Okay. So, I'm trying to find something to swap with the bullet. And yeah, the book up there is my best bet. But I didn't drop it. I dropped the helmet instead. I will go back. I gotta do something about the bullet after it's fired. I can swap it. I better look for something that's shaped like a bullet. Famously, books are shaped like bullets. I should have talked to... because I didn't know that that's what I was supposed to be doing. Until too late. Until after I knocked the helmet over. The helmet was a red herring. And I have to just not fucking do anything until he turns his back. Time is passing. Excuse me, sir. Top of this bookshelf is lined with books. How does this old pigeon guy even reach up here? I'm wondering if he makes the pigeon fetch his books for him.
Tell him I ain't.
So many mysteries surrounding this old man. Never mind those. I can't make the book fall down? Alright. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? None of these things look like a bullet either. What can I swap with a bullet? I thought the book, but I can't even move the book. Why is the book here? Yeah, that's stink clouds. That's the odor of pure unfettered ass. I'm not seeing shit. It's the ghost stink. Microscope knit hat. Step ladder. Actually, that's a ladder. No, that's a bad joke. That's a Ace Attorney joke, but I'm not employing it correctly. I'm letting my mind be ruled by small-minded assumptions. Okay, there's like, to To my eyes, there is nothing here that I can, how you say, swap. And if I can't swap anything, I already did this before. It's not bullet shaped. Can I do anything with it while it's here? No. I don't see how turning the light on would help me. I can't. Rick can't go over there. What am I missing? He's just gonna do this whole thing. Hey, that's Phoenix Wright's knit cap. I didn't even notice that. That doesn't have Emma's button though. Brother, puppy dog, I do not know what the fucking bullet is. Go into the book, because that is the most bullet-shaped thing, but I don't have a way to interact with it, with either of them. Wait. This is new. Let's just read everything, you know? Just in case. Old pictures of what look like little fragments of the rock.
These are Temsic fragments. That's an article from back when it was big news.
10 years ago, nobody really understood it.
I guess that's still true today.
Microscope. So what exactly is this thing? Looks like a giant nail clipper to me.
No, it most certainly does not. It's an instrument used in analyzing radiation-emitting matter.
Ah. Yes, I see. You're not alone, kid. None of the rest of us understand it either, baby. Yeah, you said it. Okay. Jiggle. Jiggle it a little wiggle. Now bring it back. Oh yeah, that's a bullet, baby. That's a bona fide bullet. Why do I need to swap the book and the hat? Because the hat, the cat in the hat. Oh wait. Huh? Do these not count because they're not? They're not facing, they're not oriented the same way. Well, what's the... Okay, I have an idea. What if I jiggle the hat again? Well, would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats. So warm, it's most of all soft.
Now that I'm looking at it, that hat is the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down.
Aha, I thought so. Ah, there it is. The fucking bullet. The gun. Except I can barely even see what fucking shape it is because it's behind all of this fucking shit. This was another condition to wipe out everybody.
Going to shoot he is. It's too late.
What? What? You don't? It's right the fuck there! Is the knit hat not a fucking bullet? It is shaped, I don't know, kind of bullet-like to me, I thought. But there's no, I don't even see a bullet with which to swap. Fuck off, dude. Look at it. Fucking hell, man. Yup. I gotta wait for him to knock the fucking teapot down. At which point I can go over here. And I go back over here.
Now I'm over here. Now I'm back over here.
Then when he gets shot, he moves the stepladder into my reach. Can do this with the hat. I move it over here. I use my puppy power to swap it with the fucking thing. Okay, and now instead of knocking it out, do they want me to swap it here? It doesn't let me swap it. Not Scrappy. I never hated Scrappy Doo that much. I know people do. I know people want that fucking dog dead. I didn't love him. But it was just like, he's just another stupid character. Okay, so I cannot swap it when it's up the fuck over here. So I gotta jiggle it a little wiggle. And now it's a gun shape. Love Scoobert. Rough Scoobert. Ruggy. Scoobert. Doobert. I fear I don't understand, because to me, this fucking hat is perfectly bullet shaped. Is it just this? Is it just fucking this garbage? I just gotta move it away. And now it's a bullet? Because now you can actually see it? If that's it, I'm gonna... You have no clue. You don't even remember this puzzle. Well... You don't see anything you can swap the bullet with? Because what the fuck is that then? Why did I bring the hat all the way over here? Why jiggle it? Why jiggle it into the shape of a bullet? If... I thought the book looked kind of like a bullet, but it's got the wrong orientation. Why jiggle it is a question asked across eons. It's not as frequently asked as do it jiggle. But yeah, you're right. Why jiggle it? Oh fuck, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Do I actually need to do this? I'm assuming yes. Let's just try not doing it, since I don't fucking know. I don't know shit. Nobody asks why do it jiggle. How do it jiggle? When will it jiggle? Doing the fucking Elijah Wood interview, but asking, do you jiggle? No. Have you? No, I do. No, I do not. Have you jiggled? No, I have not. Will you jiggle? Maybe. When will you jiggle? Okay, we swap it. But it can't go there, which means it just falls straight to the ground. In bullet shape? Maybe. Maybe what if I drop this now? Stupid fucking thing obviously does nothing. That just makes him notice me. Turns directly at the camera. This is baffling to me because it's the first time where I feel like I have done it. Like I'm not even like I'm not even like what do I do? I'm like I feel like I have done it. I feel like I have succeeded. And I'm missing something that I don't even know what I'm missing. Because to me, the hat looks perfectly bullet shaped. And because they don't even actually show me the bullet when it fires, I can't see what's wrong about it. Do I need it more, ovular? I don't know. I mean, I think I know what a bullet looks like. I think it looks like that fucking Nick Cap. So what the fuck am I supposed to do here? The helmet doesn't do shit. The helmet ain't never done a damn thing. It doesn't do anything if it's oriented to the left. And it doesn't do anything if it's oriented down. You know, that's also kind of bullet shaped. I would just feel a lot more informed if they showed me what this game's idea of a bullet looked like. But alas, Take a little wiggle. Move it over here. The dog can swap it with the book, which puts it on the hook, which can't be the shape of a bullet, but I feel obligated to check. Maybe closing the fucking lid will do something. I don't fucking know. Knowing this game, it's gonna be something like, but if the knit hap falls through the lit lamp while the light is on, the photons hitting the knit cap will cause it to change its shape slightly into closer to a bullet. You fucking idiot. Why didn't you think of that? There's nothing I can fucking do over here. Alright. Now show me the bullet that's shaped exactly like the fucking knit cap. That's it?
Would you look at that? The bullet is hanging.
Fucking fly. Little moth thing. There's a little guy. Just flew in front of my eye. I don't know if that's on camera.
The bullet is hanging midair between the gun and the inspector's forehead.
Now's our chance. I'm here with the bullet right now. Let's swap this thing with something else. What? It's our only hope. There's gotta be something here with the same shape and direction as the bullet. You know, it would have been fucking amazing if I could have seen it earlier. So that I would know that in this game, bullets are very, very short and not long and pointed. Like, I know sometimes they look like that, sort of. And the helmet, I see the knit cap is necessary. One of the things I was thinking was like, if that's the knit cap shape, why couldn't I just use the helmet? It's because the helmet flying into him at max speed would probably still kill him. And I kind of want to see that scene now. But like, I'm just gonna Google bullet. And if I hold these sideways, which of these looks like the fucking knit cap? Versus when it was on the ground and they look exactly fucking like the knit cap? I don't know, dude. It does look kind of like a spent bullet, so maybe that's what they're going for, but I don't know this. He sold it. He definitely sold it. Where's even...
Think he noticed? I do not. Looks like you pulled off another magic disappearing act. Ha ha ha!
And now I say again, I love knit haps. So warm and most of all, soft. Did I do that? Did I do all right?
You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. Another life you saved.
And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over.
And over, and over, and over, and over. What I just saw in these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for.
All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together. That's about the size of it, yeah. Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves. Just the two of us.
I'm quite a crazy character myself, after all.
Okay, let's hurry back. Back to our time. I'm about to sneeze. There's probably going to be one more. I usually sneeze in twos. We have to best rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Mick. And there's a certain guy I have to follow, too. So, like, where's the fucking spent bullet now? Where'd it go? After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present.
How are you feeling, you crazy old character?
Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. You still broke the bones. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that. So what? Gone the red guy is.
Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray that the boys came through for us. Ugh, his bones! Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Mods, swap this guy's head with a bullet. Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the inspector and wife, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have information I need to start tracking the manipulator. Better talk to them. Alright. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I think I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight. And then, this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago.
A fool he is. The one who made the decision to take the little girl hostage, he is. And wound up dead, he did. Himself to blame. He only has.
What about when he said this? Initiate flashback sequence. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me to the corner. Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. He knew how to open the big case. You see, it was really big, but it had an even bigger lock. We couldn't get the case open. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Detective, I'm telling you, I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't... Excuse me. The Specialist Investigation Unit interrogating you is boring as hell. The Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I've just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a matter of taking his statement. But I was... Fuck! Screenshot! But I was too green. I gotta do an edit where he's green. I pushed him too hard. I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanella, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it. I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. Who do you think you are? I am. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. Yeah, that's a pretty big fucking mistake, dude.
How could you?
He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? Metal Gear. For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted to buy him. He wanted them to buy him. Him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. And in order to prove his powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a certain man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and another man who really likes curry, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? Everything's connected. Fire truck just went by. Yeah, you gotta rubberneck a little bit when a fire truck goes by. We kept tabs on their communications and launched an investigation. And then finally, we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and staked it out. We sent our best agent, Guile, played by Cody Rhodes. That chicken, kitchen, restaurant. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight. It's all coming together. A submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine? Psycho Mantis. But we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands.
Oh, right. Highly unlikely they'd use him for peaceful purposes.
And now they have that little girl as a hostage. Camila. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Okay. Now tell me about your spotless record, because this is really important to me. I know the situation's kind of urgent, but this spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. Well, you've sure made a lot of progress in the last 10 years. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course. Why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years, though. The manipulator. He's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. There's just one thing I just don't understand. Coachy, I guess I just don't understand the ladies. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? I was thinking that as well. That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister, too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. So that's it, eh? He was a good guy all along, even though I doubted him at every step of the way. He's just an asshole. He's not evil. He's just a piece of shit. But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. And so did I. Ha! What's a little misunderstanding? My baby will come around. Give it time. There are more important things to do with our time tonight. Such as? I gotta talk to this fucking old asshole. Fuck. Mr. Yoda, you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. I used to be a Jedi.
A Jedi, huh?
Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. The cause of victim's death, I investigated.
He's a cop. I thought he was a cop from the start. At no point did I think he was not a cop. He worked in the cop office. I might have just been misunderstanding them, but I always assumed he was a cop. That's why I'm confused. I thought he was a cop for some time now.
10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse. Hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. Definitely dead he was. But the autopsy report I never filed. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue.
An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more?
Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity, too. That's the only way I can describe it, too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead, all right. No question about that. But a scratch on him there was not.
Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment.
Understand it any more than you do, I do not.
Damn, a ghost Rick.
Completely bewildered I was. But when to autopsy I tried, to autopsy him I tried, even more puzzled I was. Perform the autopsy I could not.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
Went in the scalpel did, but cut I could not. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the next instant. And that's how it went. And no scarring or blood either.
I'm assuming, Frey, that you said in the Yoda voice.
The chance to solve the mystery I never had.
That's because the corpse up and vanished on us.
Well guarded the morgue is. Stolen the body, nobody could have. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared.
What's that?
If it walked.
We've seen this already. It's not like a shocking twist. This is my sort of first assumption. The doors were locked from the outside. I mean the inside.
It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own.
What? You mean like I just saw it 3 minutes ago?
He was dead, but he wasn't dead.
We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove.
Some data from some testing I did, the corpse left behind. Readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body I got.
Radiation?
I used all kinds of instruments, but exactly what kind of radiation it was, I could not determine. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. The Force, we call it. His midichlorian readings were high.
Wait a minute. Could it be?
That's right. It was coming from that meteorite fragment.
Oh. He used his Lego mini brick.
I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And, just as I expected, radiation I detected coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse.
I burped in the middle of that line. That's why it came out so weird.
At the same time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it in all depth. So, my job as a medical examiner, I quit.
Hey, the only good cop is an ex-cop.
Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here.
Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Cabanella's arrival. Man, stop talking.
About a year ago, it was, I would say. Dancing into my research lab, this man in white came.
Ha-cha-cha, hoo-pa, ha-cha-cha-cha, ooh. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby?
The fuck are you? Who are?
That's basically what he said.
Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball?
I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. The man just up and ready to bust a move at all times. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet. Phoenix Wright. But we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. He's always ready to serve his country. At the drop of a hat. He will even slay for his country. Inspector Cavanilla is full of charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. That's what makes him one of the most important detectives. I don't know. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected.
Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother.
He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camila. Oh, okay. Well, we're good. That's everything we need to know. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try to help Detective Jowd?
That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. The Force was with me, and I was with Jowd. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device. But there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried.
Camila told Jowd it did have something it shouldn't have. It made an impossible move.
I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow the cupid to rotate. Otherwise, the gun wouldn't fire.
So that must mean somebody manipulated Camila's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Hey, it's me, Inspector Cabanela! Hey, baby. My bones are broken, you see. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hated to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. I didn't really look up to you that much. Is that really the image she had of him? No, I always thought you were kind of weird. Inspector Cavanella, I'm sorry. I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. I was actually listening in the ghost world. I was listening at the door through the ghost world for several minutes now. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. That's... See, like I said, he's not evil. He's just a piece of shit. Yikes. Tonight, we are young. I really thought we finally had him. but he set this world on fire. You gotta go set up for the stream. I will be there as soon as this chapter ends. Have a good stream. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. I wouldn't say your body gave out on you. You jumped into an explosion. You jumped into dynamite. It's not like your knee buckled. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha. You're right, that is funny. A joke is a joke, you might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning, too.
Pretty extreme. While he was at it, that is.
Sorry I took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second.
Jowd!
What? Oh, the bird?
5 years ago, you left this coat with me, just before you turned yourself in. To give it back to you one day, I promised. Go, my bird.
Whoa. Now he's like Gumshoe. He's got his big green jacket. Or like Columbo, kind of. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. The god of death is back from hell. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Cabanela is not on purpose, but I'm kind of voicing him like an older and deeper duo Maxwell. the inspector of the police has got a spotless record. Shiloh Strong, is that his name? No, that's not Shiloh Strong. Shiloh Strong is fucking Zelos Wilder. Who's the fucking duo Maxwell guy? What's his name? Scott McNeil. I love Shiloh Strong too. Rick, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this with me? Sure, but how? We'll just put on the helmet. I'll hop in the helmet and you just put it on your head. We don't know where the submarine is and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving, Inspector Cabanela. Was anyone going to fucking call a doctor for me, or... You're right next to a phone. You can do it yourself. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now I don't feel so alone. Because everybody around me has died, so they can all talk to me now. Each one of us, for his or own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed some light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. I just thought of I don't know why, but the... the image of the fucking big natural ghosties. trying to find it. It's like the fucking one. It's like the, you know, where the curtains are. That just flashed into my head. The fucking Mia Fey. Phoenix, it's me. Alright, that was chapter 15. There's 2 left. This one took all fucking stream. So, which, you know, partly my fault, I guess, for not knowing what shape a bullet was. I don't know if we'll finish next stream, but we will definitely finish the stream after that, because I'm gonna be out of Ace Attorney games to title this fucking video off after, unless Capcom announces Ace Attorney 7 in the next couple weeks, in which case I can get one more game. But wow, we gotta scope ahead this fucking thing. There's a bunch of guys. Wow. Submarine. Yeah, so that's it. 2 more. Right? 16, 17. And maybe, right, maybe a 3rd one. Okay, well, next is, I'm out of investigation games. So next is Daijakaten Saiban Ichi. And then, if necessary, we'll do Ni. They have their own subtitles, I gotta remember. Resolve and something? I don't know. And if neither of those work, I guess if somehow it takes 3 more streams, I guess I can do Leighton. I'll come up with a Leighton joke. I don't know. Well, it's been fun. I'm gonna go raid our good friend of the stream, Frey S. Fortunes. Because I got a mod. I mod that channel. I mean, I think I am allowed to not be there, but I usually try to be there when I'm free to help out. Anyway, bye! Trick.